And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a while since we've had a market recap. So, being that we just smacked an absolute banger this morning, 12R position today, one of the biggest trades I have ever took, and we smacked for around 20,000 this morning. So, not a bad morning to say the least. Price was a little tricky off open, but over time we were able to find the actual profile, and in this case, it was a New York reversal. So, let's go ahead and rewind the charts. We're going to dive into this actual position and what I was looking for going into market open. So you can see by here, we are on the 15-minute chart and 9:30 open was right here. So this line right here is the start of our New York session open. Now, going into this session, I was really looking for a continuation profile down initially because we had left this nice data low, data high form right here. We have been trending bearish since London, and it looks like we were stabbing into London low, but we may want to draw for some higher time frame levels. So on the 4-hour at the time, we were in the process of potentially retracing and still bearish on the day. So going into this session, I was actually thinking that we may do a sweep of data high, possibly even this order block up here, and then come down. But off of open, we decided to do the opposite. What we actually decided to do off open, and we'll go ahead and zoom in here, is we actually just decided to run up off of open. So being that the trend was obviously bullish, I did have an order here that I canceled out. So I canceled the order before it got to it. And I'm glad I did because price ended up running straight through that level. And you can see down here what actually had happened is we had left that data low intact. We had came up, inverted a fair value gap after the sweep of London low, and then we made a 2022 model going up. However, this was not a retracement that happened during our session. By the time we opened, we had already retraced, respected that order block, and then ran up. So, in other words, the delivery was now bullish. So we manipulated down, we were headed up. So being that I didn't want to be a part of the distribution in the opposite direction, I wanted to just wait for the distribution to finish. So that's what I did. We waited for bullish distribution to finish. After that, we ended up retracing and continuing higher for pretty much the rest of the early parts of the AM session. So all throughout this time, I was simply waiting, seeing what price would do, and we didn't necessarily have any other 15-minute levels that we could catch a bullish run up into this level from. So we were really just playing the patience game. However, I did foresee a potential New York reversal happening from here because 1, we had London high. 2, we had already been pricing very bullish, so it's normal for us to overextend somewhere up here. And then 3, we also had a 15-minute order block, and we've left a relative equal high right by the consequent encroachment, the mean threshold, which is the 50% of that order block. We left a high there, and that high was also London high. So not only do we have time-based liquidity, we have a 15-minute PD array, we also have a 4-hour fair value gap layered with that, and we are also at a premium level near external liquidity. So if there's any better place for that to happen, it would be from this level. So what do we do, guys? So I see this level coming up, I place my limit order, and I simply wait. And I'm waiting to see it price into there. And you can see we got filled there. I took a partial off in this fair value gap. I took another partial off at that order block. And then I took another partial off at this order block, this level, and then I believe down here at these lows right here. So it does a bit of retracing on me, but that's okay because we're taking our profits already. And boom, you can see 12R delivery, 12.9. So basically a 13R. And I only had, what was that? About 206 to 208. I only had 2 points of drawdown, guys. 2 points of drawdown, 10-point stop, 12R. And you can see that bad boy just continues for pretty much the rest of the day. So crazy, guys, crazy. We went right back to data low where we came from this morning. So it completed the full move at around a 24R if you would have held an extra runner. So that was the trade for today, guys. Crazy outcome. Literally one of the biggest trades I've ever taken to my career to date. So drop a comment, drop a like if you enjoyed watching this recap. And if you want to learn this exact strategy, guys, if you want to learn the strategy that all of my students like Kevo, like David, like Maya, like JT are using to catch these massive risk to reward trades, make sure to click that video right there. You can view my full strategy broken down exactly, and it is the same strategy that I use to take this trade this morning. And if you want to work with me one-on-one to become profitable, funded, and consistently paid out 5 to 6 figures every single month from trading, click the link in the description. I'm taking on a couple more students this month, so you can apply below. Take care, everybody. Be blessed, and I will see you guys in the next video.